Hi, this is Darling Sheardon of New Revelations. And do you know what today is? Okay, it's January the 24th. It's my anniversary. My anniversary. Actually, it's my 28th year. January 24th, 1989 is the day through the power of God that I made a decision to leave an abusive relationship. I know most people don't celebrate those type of events, but I do because it was a life changer for me. It was a very, very, very hard decision to make. I was scared to stay and I was scared to leave. And many women find themselves in that predicament. What do I do? This is bad, but I don't know where this is going to take me. If I stay, at least I know what to expect. If I go, my life might be in greater danger. If I stay, at least I'm familiar. I have the things I own, my work, my job, my church, the school, my kids, my family. They're on the stay side. But if I leave, where do I go? What do I have to give up? How do I find work again? What do I do with my children? What about my family? But what about all the things that are familiar? So staying and leaving, that scale sometimes could be at the same balance. And so I thank God that through the Spirit of God that I was able to make a decision that was the best decision I could make at that time. I am now an advocate for women who and men who are victims of domestic abuse. Domestic abuse is the type of relationship where someone controls you by intimidation, threats, looks, financially, all types of ways to control who you are, what you do, how you are to respond. So over time, I started, you're probably familiar with this, stop in the name of love, because you truly need to think some things over when you enter into a relationship. There are warning signs, and you've seen me use this red flag before. I may say, look, if this person is demanding that you let them know where you're at, who you're with at all times, that's a red flag. Or if they're extremely jealous or possessive of you, red flags. If they're always accusing you of being with someone else, red flag. If they isolate you from families and friends, red flag. If they feel like you need to respond the way they say you should respond, red flag. So, this is a result of my own personal experience and also from the information I have been educated with over the years. I truly want all to have healthy, loving, safe, abuse free relationships. Love is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing, and we all need it. We all deserve it, and we all have ability to give it, and hopefully our ability to receive it. But domestic abuse is not love. It's an issue of control. Now, it can be very challenging to know someone who's in this type of relationship, or if you're in a type of relationship, how do you respond? How do you help someone who's dealing with domestic abuse? I'm going to tell you again, you don't condemn the person, you don't tell them what they should do, how they should do it. You're supportive, you're a good listener. You can give them the 1-800-799-7233. That's a domestic violence hotline number. It has resources and information that you can use in the community where you live. There's all types of support groups, the information on the internet, and that way you can at least help support a person who's gone through a very, very difficult time in their life. I am more than a survivor. I survived domestic abuse and I learned how to move forward from domestic abuse. And I feel like I'm thriving in my life. I don't so much anymore regret the experience. At one time, I was very bitter about it, but it has taught me a lot of things. It teaches me and taught me how to empathize, sympathize, and stand up for women when their voices cannot be heard. So I'm grateful that I was brought out of that experience. And today, again, I celebrate it. And I celebrate those who have moved on from abusive relationship, who are doing a lot of work in the community to help other women. I still celebrate those who are in it because you have to really have the strength to endure sometimes some of the issues that come up. So I pray for you always. And I look forward to the day when you'll be able to say, domestic abuse is no longer part of my life or those are my children. And I am becoming more empowered to be the person that God created me to be. So I got my Welch's red grape and I have my little glass. I know it's a winter glass, but I don't have a lot of drinking glasses. And I toast you. I toast you for being a woman that God has a special divine design on, and even the man who has a design by God. And I also encourage those who are in these relationships to know that you're not alone. There's help out there. And then also those who've been through it. You can be a great support for many who are going through it and who are coming out of it. So let's learn to love on each other, respect each other, be there for each other. And I truly, truly, truly want you to have happy, healthy, loving, and abuse-free relationships. Until the next time, cheers. Take care.